Welcome to Studio 805. I'm Lisa McKinnon with your food report for Wednesday. When the Ventura County Star moved from Ventura to Camarillo, I asked readers to send me their suggestions for good, locally owned places to eat. Now, little did I know that the area had such a wealth of Mexican restaurants, which easily topped the list in sheer number of suggestions. Well, it took me a couple of weeks and untold calories, but I managed to do lunch at each of the restaurants suggested, all in the name of research, of course. Now, each offered a variation on a tasty theme, but I did notice a few similarities. Chief among these was that each of the restaurants I visited for this report used the same style of oval-shaped Melmac plate for dine-in orders. It's almost as though they all went shopping at the same factory outlet for plastic dishes or something. Okay, now on to the food on those plates. In no particular order other than alphabetical. One reader described Bobby's Mexican food on Lantana as like Johnny's on the Avenue, and that's a reference that was music to my Ventura resident ears. Johnny's on the Avenue, Johnny's Burrito on the Avenue in Ventura is like the best. Over here in Camarillo, we have Bobby's, and at the suggestion of another reader, I ordered a crispy beef taco that had shredded rather than ground beef tucked inside its crunchy shell. Not listed on the menu at Bobby's is the conversation you might get into with friendly counterwoman Liz. She's always happy to talk about her latest knitting project. Over at Ola's Mex Grill in Old Town, where the restaurant's casual Baja theme is reinforced by the shark statue that greets patrons at the door. There I ordered a tri-tip burrito, which arrived with a steak knife and one of those infamous Melmac plates. Then it was on to Somas Market on Somas Road. You can't miss it. It's across from the fire station in a bright aqua green building. Now, I've been going there since the mid-90s, and I'm a big fan of the chili relleno burrito, and I always have it with plenty of homemade hot sauce squeezed in from one of the little squeeze bottles on the table. Now, when a reader wrote in using terms like tiny tacos and kinda grubby to describe Taqueria El Tapatío, that's in the Ponderosa Center, I thought she might be actually trying to torpedo the place. Instead, it turned out to be a really accurate description of a, shall we say, well-loved place with simple furnishings and, in one corner, a jukebox that's loaded with all kinds of Spanish tunes. The tacos are indeed tiny, but so is the price. I ordered 2 soft tacos, 1 beef, 1 chicken, at $1.25 each, and with that I had a tostada de ceviche, and that was only $1.91. Last but not least is another longtime favorite of mine, El Tecolote. This place on busy Lewis Road first caught my eye with its vintage neon sign of an owl. Tecolote is Spanish for owl, and it also has this beautiful leafy vine growing across the front of the building. It's probably been there since probably the 50s. But the backstory of the restaurant is pretty great too. Founded by World War II vet Mike Loza in Moore Park in 1946, El Tecolote has been at its current address since the early 1950s, which is probably when the vine got planted. Loza died several years ago, but his portrait, complete with an owl statue in it, still hangs in the dining room. Now, after 23 years on the job, current owners Dave and Judy Jones have decided it's time to retire, and for new owner Ben Guardado to step in. That will happen sometime in April. And when it does, the owl collection will stay in place, along with the unique floor tiles in the front dining room, and so will the recipes that have been passed down since Mike Loza's time, with a few additions. But for now, when I visit, I like to order the number 3 platter. It comes with a quesadilla, a chili relleno, and a cheese enchilada, with lard-free black beans and a healthy serving of nostalgia on the side. Phew, that's your food report for Wednesday. Thanks for hanging in there till the end, and we'll see you next week on Wednesday.